change me, long as I can listen to the west wind whistle in my ear. Clear. City, city, some folks think you're mighty pretty. Not me. City, you just...
That blister again?
No, new one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. You want to sit down a while?
Not yet. So I guess we had better sit down and rest a minute. Fella said 12 miles. We've come 20.
Yeah.
That's a lot of miles when you're afoot. We just hadn't lost our horses. I mean...
Oh, go ahead. I got it coming all right enough, I have. I should never have thrown your horse into the poker game, too, Jim.
Well, that part of it was all right, Pidge. One horse wouldn't do the both of us no good after you lost yours. Only thing...
What?
Well, I hated to see old Bess go for just 2 pair.
Oh, I know. It's just a weakness of mine, I guess.
It was that girl from the Lazy D looking in on the game. Nothing would do, but you had to go and try and take every pot while she was watching. My horse.
Well, my horse, too, Jim. Well, you know I'd never bet your horse on something I wouldn't bet my own on, too.
I know you wouldn't, Pidge. Well, let's go. I'm a child of the rain. Not a mother's son will ever change me. Long as I...
Howdy.
Howdy.
Bar, old bar?
That's right.
This here is Jim. My name's Pidge.
Hi.
Heard in town you might be taking on some extra hands for your calf branding.
Sorry you ain't heard right. Haven't hired a hand in weeks.
We come a long way, mister.
Sure have.
Say, that grub sure smells good.
So you heard in town about us needing hands.
Maybe they heard we needed some hands to round up them bulls.
Yes, Joe, you said you wanted them bulls.
Well, that's pretty hard work.
Oh, we ain't afraid of hard work. Why, we'll bring in them bulls for you before supper.
Genuine calves liver.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Where you boys from?
Well, we're from a lot of places. Montana, mostly.
Oh, they got cowboys in Montana?
Some. Why?
Well, Montana cowboys might not know nothing about bringing in bulls. Sheeps, maybe.
Say, listen. Cowboys is cowboys. Montana or no Montana.
You boys know what Brahma bulls are?
Sure. Bulls.
What kind of bulls?
Bulls is bulls.
Okay, cowboy, the job's yours. You find them bulls on top of Flat Butte a couple of miles from here. Start in after dinner. Come on, boys. We've got plenty more calves to brand.
We might as well pull out, Pidge. This job ain't gonna be no good. Them Bramer bulls is tougher than grizzly bears.
No, sir, Jim. We're going up in that mountain and we're gonna get them bulls. I don't like the way that fellow was talking if they got cowboys in Montana.
Well, you know how it is with me, Pidge. If you want to round up them bulls, we'll sure do her.
Hey, there they are over there.
How do you think we better start them?
Well, we'll just get them running fast and keep them moving before they get a chance to get tough.
I got you.
You take the other side, Jim.
Bring in them bulls before supper, huh?
If you ask me, Joe, I think you're on a couple of good horses.
Well, I ain't asking you. Those boys will bring in them bulls.
Week's wages says no.
Me too.
I'll take it. Aiming to teach you fellas a lesson. And 25 more says they'll brand them. You're on.
Me too.
I know cowboys when I see them.
Isn't it wonderful? Real cowboys. Come on, let's see what they're doing. Come on. Oh, Marcia.
They're heading for the cow camp. Shall I turn them? No, let them go on through.
Hey, look out! Here come them braver bulls!
Grab them, boys! Grab them! Oh, no, Joe, please, they're too young to die.
I told you I knew a couple of cowboys when I saw them. Oh, get that iron, Jim.
About got him, Pidge?
Just 1 minute now, Jim. I'm
Almost ready.
okay, Jim. Take out.
Did you see the way that cute cowboy branded that cow? Why, that's the most exciting thing I've ever seen.
Oh, George, will you ride over there and see where we can camp? I'm tired.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Denton, will you hold that? Come on.
Wait, George, let me go with you.
Marcia, you stay here.
Well, now, how could that have happened?
Now, Pidge, you shouldn't ought to done that. You ruined my last clean suit of underwear. Fun's fun, but... Hey, dudes!
Dudes?
Pardon me, gentlemen. I wonder if you could tell me where the water is.
Hello there.
Howdy, ma'am.
You were really wonderful chasing those cows back there.
Them weren't cows.
It was thrilling. Why, you're the real West.
Oh, that weren't nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I know, Brad. The feeling is mutual.
It's all right. I'll get used to it, just as I have to all the other places. Well, at least there's one good thing about her on this trip. She hasn't been romantically affected by the West. Or has she?
I'm simply mad about the West. I didn't like it here at first, but now that I've seen, well, that is, met you, I must have you meet Aunt Elsie. She'll be thrilled. Please say you'll come over to the Dude Ranch. You will, won't you?
Well, Jim and me, we ain't never been on no Dude
Please
Ranch.
say that you will. Miss Priddle, she owns the ranch, has been trying so hard to get just one real cowboy like yourself. And I'm sure you'll like it there. We could have so much fun and...
Oh, I don't think old Jim would ever talk to me again.
We better get back, Miss Marcia.
Well, I'll have to be going. Don't forget, I'll be waiting for you. Come on.
Them dudes ought to stay back where they belong. Don't you think so, Pidge? Pidge. Pidge.
Yeah, sure.
What? I said them dudes ought to
Oh,
stay...
she sure was mighty pretty.
Now, Pidge, you get that idea right out of your head.
Just think, you could come home at night and there's a light in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Dude girls can't cook.
Well, maybe not. They're mighty nice to have around the house. She sure was a mighty pretty dude girl. No, one thing about them dudes, the girls is sure pretty.
They may be all right for some fellas, but not for us. Fellas like us...
Fellas like us is... Well, fellas like us is as good as fellas like anybody. Besides, everybody's got to get married sooner or later.
Pidge, you ain't gone and fell in love again.
Not yet. But it was awful close there for a minute.
You finally got back to the ranch, eh? 2 weeks to brand a few calves. Oh. So these are the boys that rounded up the Brahma bulls, eh?
That's right. Boys, meet Mr. Corrigan, the boss. Pidge, Jimmy.
Sure nice to be here on your ranch, Mr. Corrigan. Yes, sir. This is the best grub I ever did eat.
I'll say.
Well, thanks, boys. From what Joe says, you boys did a splendid job. You fellas ought to watch them. Might learn something.
I watched them all right. $25 worth.
Me too.
Evening, Mr. Corrigan.
Hello, Frank.
Boys, want you to meet wife and baby.
Much pleased to meet him. How?
How do you do, boys? It's so nice to see you. Frank's been telling me so much about you. Do sit down.
Please pass the steaks, please.
What's that stuff for? To keep the buzzards away?
Oh, you guys are just jealous because I'm dating with the school mom.
Well, look out, Slim. You get to smell like one of them dudes.
Imagine us putting that stuff on for a girl.
Yeah, that'd sure be something, wouldn't it?
Hey! Say, you're not thinking of...
Oh, no. Oh, no, Jim. Of course not.
Come on, boys. Breakfast won't wait. Where's Pidge?
Pidge, ain't he over having breakfast?
No.
Well, where's his bedroll? His stuff's all gone.
The last time I saw him was last night when he bought my bottle of eau de cologne for $1.
Eau de cologne? Now, what would he want to be smelling like a dude for? Oh, my friend Pidge, he's in the worst trouble I ever saw in my life.
What's the matter, Jim?
What's the matter? He's gone to that ranch to see that dude girl.
How do you know?
Well, that's the only thing he'd want to smell nice for.
Does this happen often?
Every time he sees a pretty girl.
Well, what do you figure to do?
I don't know. I better get over there right away. I'll think of something.
Oh, I wouldn't take it too hard. Remember, it ain't real trouble, like he was a horse thief or something.
It is when it's Pidge.
You win. Here's your reward, Ducky Wucky.
Let's race again, huh?
Ducky Wucky. Ducky Wucky.
Miss Priddle?
Yes?
I was wondering if maybe you wouldn't be taking on an extra cowhand.
Sorry, young man, but we have all the wranglers we need. What I could use right now would be a good singer to entertain my guests. Now, if you're a tenor, you can move right in.
A tenor?
Yes, are you one?
Well, no, ma'am, but I...
Pardon me. Yes, that's my call. Hello? Yes, this is Miss Priddle's Dude Ranch.
But, Brad, you can't blame this Pidge person.
I don't blame him, poor fella.
If only Marcia could control her enthusiasm and not let her environment get the better of her. Pidge doesn't realize it, but he's going to get hurt, just like that lifeguard down in Miami. And that red-headed guide up in Maine, I'll never forget it, shooting himself with a rifle, just like that. Or was it a pistol? Yes, it was a pistol.
No, Annie, it was a rifle.
I remember distinctly, Brad. It was a pistol, one of those long ones.
Oh, cowboy, cowboy! Now, as I was saying, if you're a tenor, you can move right in.
I'm a tenor.
Good.
Jim! Boy, you sure look pretty.
Yeah, and you sure smell pretty.
Hey, would you follow me up here? Hey, are you working here, Jim?
But I didn't do it to make you sore, Pidge. I came up here to save you.
Save me? Well, I don't need no saving. My mind's made up. You might just as well...
Well, what? Say, is that supper bell for them dudes or for us?
Both. We all eat together up here.
I ain't never ate with no dudes.
Oh, that's all right, Jim. You just watch me. I'll show you how to do everything right.
Well, come on.
Oh, you help yourself first.
Thank you, Miss Priddle. Won't you have a steak now, Miss Priddle?
Thank you. Jim?
Have a steak, please. Have a biscuit.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Priddle. Marcia?
Won't you have some gravy, please?
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Won't you have some gravy?
Must have got away.
going to have our campfire tonight. And Jimmy's going to sing a solo for us.
I'm a tenor.
Tenor?
I'm a son of the sage. Sage.
Tenor. Senor, you have dropped the music. You are a very lucky man to get a job as a singer. I have tried a long time for those jobs, but I do not get him. Yes, senor. You are a lucky man. Well, now I go to sing to my bulls. Just a minute.
Have you seen Jimmy? We're ready to start.
Oh, no, I ain't seen him.
Oh, there he is. Jimmy. All right, folks, Jimmy's going to sing for us. All right, Jimmy.
I'm a son of the sedge. I was born and bred upon the prairie, and I love to listen to the west wind whistling in my ear. Clear. I'm a son of the sedge, gonna live and die upon the prairie, where my heart can listen to the west wind whistling in my ear. Clear. Vengan todos a bailar aquí el relajo, pongan toda su alegría y corazón, a olvidar aquí las penas que usted trajo y a gozar con mucho gusto el vacilón. Las muchachas ya se muestran cariñosas porque saben que la fiesta va a empezar. Al oír esas notas melodiosas es el relajo. ¡Ay, ay, qué caray, caramba! Pues miren nomás.
The music, she's good. Yes?
The covered wagon plays the first trail down through here, and then the Pony Express was next.
Brad, would you... Oh, Marcia! Marcia, wait, it's Brad. He's down again.
Okay, you win.
I'll help you up on your horse, Brad.
No, thanks. I've had 4 downs already. I'm beginning to get hardening of the...
Brad, where are you going?
It's no use. I've tried and tried, but I just can't get the hang of riding a horse.
Come on, Pidge. Marcia! Marcia!
Hey, Pidge, you better go after her. She might get hurt. Come on.
On the last night, I sat there with my radio, taking my last look of Yellowstone.
Hold him, Mr. Payton. Hold him. Stay with him, Mr. Payton. I'll head him off.
happened to you?
Just never mind.
Well, how'd you get all wet like that?
I couldn't explain it no matter how hard I'd try. Let's just leave it that I'm not even wet. Say, why don't we leave here tomorrow?
Leave? Oh, no, Jim. I can't leave. Not now.
Sure you can. Forget them dudes.
Oh, it's a real thing this time. I'm going to get married.
Married?
Yeah, it's the same way with both of us. She told me so.
Pidge, she'd never marry you.
Oh, sure she will. She kissed me.
But Pidge, don't you know about Brad? George told me that, well, you know.
George told you what?
That Brad and Marcia got an understanding.
Well, I don't care what George said. Marcia ain't spoken for. Me and her, we love each other, and when a girl's got an understanding, she don't go around kissing people.
Dude girls do. That's the way with them. Oh, Pidge, I don't want to hurt you, but... well, that's the way it is.
Well, Marcia's different, Jim.
Dudes is dudes. She ain't the kind you'd have for keeps. She just wants a cowboy for a pet while she's around here.
Well, how do I know George ain't making all this up? How do I know you ain't making it up?
Oh, Pidge,
that's what it is. You're lying to me. You're lying because you don't like dudes. You don't like Marcia, and you don't like your job here. You're just trying to get me to go to Nevada with you because you know that... Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. I know you wouldn't lie to me.
Oh, I know how you feel, Pidge.
I guess I'm just all mixed up.
Thanks. Well, see you later. I've got to drive the dudes in town to see a movie. Why don't you come along?
No, I think I'll stick around here a while. I got a lot of thinking to do.
Pidge, you should have been with us. We saw the swellest movie. That Gene Autry fella, single-handed now, he's holding 16 men at the point of a gun. And Pidge, Pidge. Nevada. I didn't think he'd do her. Come in.
Where's Pidge? We're supposed to go riding.
Pidge has went, bedroll and all, and he's not coming back.
Please, Jim, it's rather early for bad jokes.
I'm not joking, ma'am. Here.
Oh, so he's gone to Nevada.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were right.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you're wrong, cowboy, because I'm walking out on him.
Thank you, ma'am.
And don't call me ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh!
Ducky Wucky.
I just couldn't do it, Jim. I've been riding all night, trying to forget. But the more I tried, the more I remembered. I just couldn't get her out of my mind.
Don't you think you ought to think it over just once more?
Oh, I already done that. Once more. Once more. And once more. This is a real thing, I tell you.
That's what you said about that girl from Tucson.
A passing fancy. She weren't no dude girl. Nothing like Marcia. She was so... you know.
Yeah. I know.
Miss Tyson.
Now, Jimmy, isn't it wonderful about Pidge's leaving?
Wonderful? It's awful. He's back.
He is? Oh, dear. What do we do?
Well, there's just one thing for you to do. Get Marsh away right quick before he wakes up. He's asleep now, but there ain't no telling how long that's going to last.
Well, you keep him in the bunkhouse just as long as you can, and you leave the rest to me.
Who is that?
It's just me, Pidge.
Oh. Why, it's dark out. Say, how long did I sleep anyway?
Plenty long. You've been asleep all day.
I wonder what time it is.
It's 5 or 12.
Almost midnight.
Yeah. You might near slept the clock around.
Why didn't you wake me up anyway? You know I gotta go see Marcia.
In the middle of the night? What's become of your manners?
Well, I guess maybe you're right. Funny thing about it, I'm still sleepy. Guess there must be something the matter with me. Oh.
Why are we hurrying? There's plenty of time.
Quiet, Judy.
Why are we rushing so, Auntie?
Yeah, the train doesn't leave till about... Oh!
Sure a black night, ain't it? I wonder where the moon is. Jim, it's awful hot night, ain't it?
Is it? I don't feel warm. Say, you don't look so good.
Huh?
You look awful.
I do?
I think you got a fever.
Fever? Oh, Jim, do you think so?
I think you got the pip.
The pip? Oh, is that bad?
It ain't good.
Oh, I'm gonna wake up Miss Brittle, get some medicine.
Ain't nothing she's got'll do you any good. It's lucky for you I know all about this ailment. I'll fix you up something that'll cure you quicker than you can rope a calf.
You better hurry, Jim. I'm getting warmer.
Well, drink this down. Well, drink it down fast. That ought to do her. Just what we give Uncle Ezra.
Hey, your Uncle Ezra died.
Yeah, but that's his own fault, because he didn't stay in bed like he was told.
Oh, well, I'm going to stay in bed all right. Hey, I'm getting hiccups. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
Just the way it was with Uncle Ezra.
Look at this one.
Hurry up, dear. Come on, now, we haven't much time, you know.
Well, I want to say goodbye to my horse.
What? Oh, write him a letter. Well, well, never mind. Hurry up.
Jim! Jim! It's getting dark. Stand over here close to me, will you?
Sure thing, Pidge.
So quiet in here. I wish I could hear one of them little old coyotes howl just once more before I... Come to think of it, I ain't heard one of them coyotes howl all night. Don't hardly seem natural.
Well, maybe they're all busy. I mean, well, everything's gonna be all right, Pidge.
Jim? Don't leave.
It won't be for long. Now, you stay in bed. I'm gonna send George for a doctor.
Doctor?
What's the name of that game? Maybe I'll play too.
James, your voice is changing. The pit. Ha! Uh-oh. I got some tall explaining to do to Marcia. I'll see you later.
Glad you come to me for help, son. But I'm afraid Pidge is in pretty deep. What happened when you told him he had the pip?
Well, I went outside the window and became a coyote. But he caught me. And now he and Marcia are thicker than ever. Ain't no two ways about it. Pidge is going to get hurt. I'd sure like to find a way to help him out.
Well, cheer up, Jim. Things aren't so bad that we can't think of something.
I've got it. Listen. Tomorrow morning, we're going to get up at daybreak. Now, I'll find you, and you accompany you. Quiet! Quiet! Quiet. Where's Pidge? Yeah, where's that varmint?
Why, what's the matter?
There's plenty the matter, ma'am.
Well, I saw Pidge.
Miss, you're sheltering a fiend in human form.
But I don't understand.
She don't understand. Well, we'll show ya. Little fawn, come hither. Speak up, my child.
Me want him, Pidge. You took him away. Me want him back.
Me want him, Daddy Pidge.
Oh, Andy, I've had enough. We'll leave for the east at once.
Oh, Billy, please. You'd better hand over that scorpion, or you'll all suffer bodily harm. We want that wife deserter.
Drop those guns. Put up your hand. So it's my pal you're after, you bloodhounds.
Well, if you want him, you want me too. So what if he is a wife deserter? Gets drunk every other night. I'm going to give him a chance to cross the border. So don't any of you move, or I'll fill you full of lead.
On your horses, men, quick! After him!
All right, men, put him...
Are you crazy?
Let me alone, Marcia. There's a job to be done. I may not know much about the West, but I know a man's duty when I see it.
He's right, Marshal. Go get him, Brad.
How do you work this thing?
Oh, Brad, you be careful of that pistol.
Andy, he can't ride. He'll get killed. I'm going to follow him.
Something's gone wrong. Let's go.
In there. Hey, what's Brad shooting at you for anyway?
It's not me. It's you.
Me? Say, what's this all about?
I can't explain now, but your life's in danger.
My life's in danger? Marcia.
Oh, Brad, darling, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I haven't gotten him yet, but I will.
Oh, Brad, take me out of this terrible country. Take me home.
Well, of course, darling. But couldn't I just nick him in the ear or something?
Oh, darling.
Hey, look. He's hugging my girl.
No, Pidge. She's hugging her fella.
There's something fishy going on here. James, have you been doing something you hadn't oughta?
No, Pidge,
I'm going out there and see what's going on. Listen, the next time you go to save my life, use real bullets. Now I got a lot of tall explaining to do when I get over there. Them dudes are sure pretty people. Jim, I just figured we ought to be able to make Nevada by tomorrow night.
Yep. Figure we oughta.